So today we are looking at the Havilland Canada DHC-1 Chipmunk. Now, for those of you who might not know, de Havilland themselves is a British company, but they have a subsidiary based in Canada, hence the name de Havilland Canada. Now, the Chipmunks were started production shortly after World War II and in large numbers, and they were used as a primary trainer all over the world, powered by a de Havilland Gypsy Major inverted four-cylinder. Now, a few of the aircraft here at Warbirds have inverted engines. See through there. Now, the reason why some aircraft, let me leave it at that, have an inverted engine was purely for ease of maintenance. I mean, there might be other reasons, but for me, in my knowledge, it's purely for maintenance purposes. If you have, I suppose it could also be used for easier cooling if you have the cylinders down here rather than up there. But with the maintenance aspect, rather than having to climb on top of the aircraft and having to work up here on the cylinders and any other mechanisms, it's a lot easier for it to be down here. You just pop the panel open and everything's right there for you. It's a lot easier to do than having to scamp around on top. Now, the Chipmunks also a very rugged aircraft. You can, I won't quite say throw them around, but they can handle a decent amount. I apologize if you're hearing that noise, that's the roof noise. The weather today isn't exactly the best, and I'm very thankful that I am indeed indoors. But as I was saying, the Chipmunks, they can do, again, some, let's put it like light aerobatics. You don't really want to throw them around too viciously, as they may or may not fall apart. In the background there, you'll see our resident Willys Jeep. Again, extensively throughout the wall and subsequent walls. A very rugged vehicle, can handle a lot. Designed to be easily worked on, easily maintained, easily fixed, easily built. And as I said, it can handle a lot of rugged terrain. Now, if you're wondering this display here and what it is, this display, or rather should I say, was originally built for our resident Curtis B40 Kittyhawk that we used to own and display here at the New Zealand Warbirds Association. It was an Australian Air Force Kittyhawk that was based in, I have to get this right now, I believe it was Papua New Guinea. And this was just a mock-up that was built to show our guests what it would have been like at that base. So the Jeep probably wouldn't have been parked there. The aircraft would have been parked quite like what the Chipmunk is. However, unfortunately, we had to sell that Kittyhawk. It has gone back to Australia, where some would argue it belongs. But it was nice to have for a period of time, but we no longer have it, and we're left with this display. It's still cool to have this display, to show people, as I said, what it was like. But it would have been nice to have the aircraft here to show you, but as I said, it's unfortunately no more. Anyway, back on track. They had Havilland Chipmunk. So yes, it was the primary trainer used, as I said, by a lot of countries around the world, Commonwealth countries included, mostly actually, rather should I say. So as being trained obviously to two-seater aircraft, and much like the Harvard was, this would be considered, at least by me as a pilot maker, probably you'd use something like the Chipmunk before the Harvard, but nevertheless a key step to the training of pilots in days gone by. Now, I believe that is all the knowledge I have on the Chipmunk. We do have two here. The other one, I'm actually not sure where it is, but this is the one that's currently on display here at the New Zealand Warbirds. So yeah, as per usual, if you have anything you'd like to add in the comments, please feel free to let me know down there. Other than that, feel free to like and subscribe if you want, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.